name is Dr. Beth Gonzalez Dolginko. I'm a licensed creative arts therapist and a licensed psychoanalyst in New York State. I have been doing art therapy since 1974. I was one of the first programs that went through Pratt, one of the first students that went through Pratt. There were only 3 programs in the country when I decided I wanted to do this. Actually, when I was a teenager, I loved psychology and I loved art, and I thought I've got to find something where I can do both, and the field hardly existed. So I kind of consider people like me and Bruce and Randy Vick and people like that to be the first generation of art therapists, because our teachers weren't really art therapists. They were psychologists, psychiatrists, and social workers, and people who wanted to be more creative in their work. And it's been a wonderful experience. I've worked in just about every setting except probably medical. Adults, children, schools, hospitals, outpatient, state hospitals, and so on. And I have to say I've loved every second of it. I even ran my own child development center. I worked with Dr. Judith Kestenberg for 10 years and dance therapists, and learned a great deal about Kestenberg's movement profile. And when she closed her program, I opened one in my home in the same philosophy and tradition, and did that for about 5 years there. I think that it's a difficult time for art therapists, for anybody in the helping professions. There's not a lot of money. I taught art therapy in Pratt, School of Visual Arts, College of New Rochelle, CW Post, and Hofstra. I was the director of the Hofstra program for a while, and it's wonderful to see students, but these days it's hard to see students because of the difficulty in the field. So I would say that we have to be creative in our creative arts therapy and just write grants, look at every opportunity we can, community settings, school settings, and keep working. I think it's wonderful that we are now licensed in New York State. I was active in that work for many, many years. I am currently on a New York State board, and that kind of professionalism will give us more credibility. And I would like to see more licensure for creative arts therapists. I would like to see the insurance companies start to recognize us, but I think that's kind of a long haul. And what is the best thing about being an art therapist is being an art therapist. I just like that it's more than words. Whether I'm working with adults or children, I can look at their art, and even with an adult inpatient acute psychiatric setting that I'm in now, and I love doing, I always have another dimension to what we get from the patients than the nurses and the social workers and even the psychiatrists get. And we're very well respected, and people are always kind of amazed that things come out in the art that don't always come out in words and in actions.